Once upon a time, in a city where the skyscrapers touched the clouds while the shadows at their feet stayed cold and damp, lived a man named Kaito. Kaito possessed nothing that the world deemed valuable. He slept on a thin sheet of cardboard beneath a bridge. His only blanket was the heavy hum of the traffic above, and his only meal was often the leftover scraps found in the bins behind the grand hotels. To the thousands of people who hurried past him every day, he was a ghost, a flicker of misfortune they looked away from to avoid the sting of reality. Kaito had lost his job, his savings, and his family to a series of tragedies that would have crushed most spirits. Yet, while other men in the shantytowns sat with hollow eyes and bowed heads, Kaito was different. Every morning, before the city smog could choke the light, Kaito would climb to the highest point of the riverbank to watch the sunrise. He would stand tall, his tattered coat fluttering like a flag, and whisper to the wind, "Today is a canvas, and I still hold the brush." The other men mocked him. "Look at the philosopher of the gutter," they would laugh. "Kaito, you have no shoes and your stomach is growling. What is the point of looking at the sun when you are standing in the dirt?" Kaito would only smile, a light in his eyes that no amount of rain could douse. "You see the dirt. You see the dirt because you have stopped looking up," he would reply. "I have nothing in my pockets, it is true. But I have hope in my chest. And as long as I have hope, I am not defeated. I am simply in transition." One winter, the cold became a predator. The river froze, and the city felt like a tomb of ice. Many gave up. But Kaito found a discarded, broken wooden crate. Instead of burning it all at once for a moment of warmth, he used his pocket knife to carve small, intricate birds from the wood. He took these tiny carvings to the park where the wealthy walked. He didn't beg for coins. He simply set the birds on a stone wall. Janda, young girl, crying because she had lost her toy, stopped to look at a wooden sparrow. Kaito handed it to her. "This bird knows how to fly through the storm," he said gently. "It never forgets that the sun is just behind the clouds." The girl's father, a man of great influence who had grown cynical from years of corporate greed, was moved by the spark in Kaito's eyes. A spark he hadn't felt in himself for decades. He realized that this man who had nothing possessed a wealth of spirit that money could not buy. He offered Kaito a job, not out of pity, but because he realized he needed Kaito's perspective in his company. Years later, Kaito became a leader known for his resilience. He never forgot the bridge or the cardboard. He knew that the only difference between the man he was and the man he became was a single, stubborn flame called hope. The story of Kaito teaches us that hope is not merely a feeling. It is a vital choice of survival. This perspective reveals that poverty is not just the absence of money, but the absence of a vision. Kaito remained rich because he refused to let his harsh environment define his worth, proving that when you change how you look at things, the things you look at truly change. Hope serves as a practical tool rather than passive waiting. It was the specific energy that allowed Kaito to carve birds while others froze, acting as the ultimate fuel for action. If you believe a door will open, you will keep walking until you find the handle. The world can strip you of everything external, but your internal state remains your sovereign territory. While success and failure are temporary, the courage to keep hoping is what builds a lasting legacy. You must never let your current situation blind you to your ultimate potential. For you are not your struggle. You are the person who is overcoming it. By keeping your eyes on the horizon, you ensure that as long as you can see the light, you can always find your way home.